Hello everybody, I'm your host Derek Bird here at StopStrugglingNow.com, and today we're going to be talking about the T-shirt. It's upcoming. We're going to have merch. For all those who don't know what that means, merchandise. It's coming, but we're going to start with one first, and I'm not going to tell you what the slogan's going to be on the shirt, so you're going to have to see it. I'll have it tomorrow, or for this purpose when I do this video. So I'm getting it from Grand Illusions, downtown Fort Myers. And this will be like how to start a t-shirt company. So yes, it's going to be an LLC. It's not going to be a sole proprietor. It's not going to be a DBA. It's still going to be LLC because we're going to make money. We're going to have revenues. And by the way, you'll be able to order this shirt starting on Wednesday. And from there on after, and then we're going to have some more. So stay tuned. And then we're going to get into starting a t-shirt company. So please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, first edition, ladies and gentlemen, of the upcoming t-shirt. What do we say? Fuck average. Be legendary. This is the first edition. This is the black and white. There's gray. Look at the pictures below. These are going to be for sale as of next week. Let me know what you think. See it here. SSN Media. Give me your feedback, please. All right, welcome back. Let's just change this all into how to start a t-shirt merchandise business for zero. That's right, zero. So what we're going to be talking about today is whenever you want to do merchandise or any type of product and you want to sell it, it's good to know if there are people that actually want your product or service to begin with. Like I said, step one, it cuts down on your cost of acquisition if you don't have to keep marketing over and over and over again, like let's say an Uber or a Lyft who has to continually market to make sure they have customers. You don't want to be in that situation. You're going to run out of money. So how about zero, where in my case, and in many of your cases, when you want to do merchandise sales, you're going down to produce the merchandise. Oftentimes, they want you to buy a dozen, 2 dozen, 3 dozen, whatever the minimum is. But if you're lucky enough to be like me and are down here in Fort Myers, and I'm lucky enough to run into Grand Illusions, they actually produce merchandise for other people who has a clothing line that they sell online. So I just got lucky enough where she said she would produce my first one as a sample at no cost. So that's what you guys are going to see is the sample, which now means it's going to be available to purchase. The only thing is I might have to wait a week, or I mean you might have to wait a week to get it, but that's fine. But the point I'm trying to make is it cost me zero to find out if this is the type of shirt that you guys will like, if you will order in the first place. Without me knowing that, there's no sense in me making a complete product line with 5, 6, 7 different sayings on t-shirts and then find out that I can't move it. Meanwhile, I then wasted $100, $200, $300. And here's the good news. We can find all this out without having to do an LLC. We don't have to form the business yet, because with sales, you can do different ways to accept the money. So we can use a PayPal, we can use a Stripe, we can use the Cash App, we can use whatever, Zelle, whatever ways that people make payments, we can use it. So therefore, I can find out if this t-shirt is something that would sell without actually putting out any money. You can do this, anybody can do this. You know how we do it here at Stop Struggling Now. We want entry to be the least amount as possible. So if it's zero and they're willing to do a sample, you know what to do. I'll have Grand Illusions down below in Sacramento. I'm in Fort Myers. So you guys can call them up too. And maybe Shari will help you out as well, like she's helping me out. So this is a way that you can start for zero. That's right, zero. So once you get past that, and then let's say a lot of you like this first edition, I now can say and keep redoing this. So I'll go back to the shop and say, here's the next t-shirt I want to do. I can get that a sample hopefully, and then I'll present it to you guys and I'll add that to the next shirt, and then we'll just keep going. So that way at least I know it's worth a sale. So starting from 1, we're in profit. Now the question becomes, let's say there's 2 shirts, 3 shirts, hoodies, jackets, whatever, and now let's say we're generating hundreds of dollars a week. Now you should determine, I need to turn this into an LLC. And in Florida, that's only $125 to start an LLC. So now after you've made profit, now you go and get your LLC. Then you go open your bank accounts. Now you have your EIN, of course. And guess what else? Since you have revenue coming in, you're now possibly can get funding down the road if this blows up. Because you're gonna have, that's a trade, what you call the trade, when you apply for something, and then they say, hey, do you have any other trade lines? Now I'm gonna have one. But one's not gonna be good enough. You're gonna need more than that. So if I'm gonna need some office equipment, or, which I'm not gonna have an office, but if I need some equipment, inks or anything else, then I'm gonna pick one of the ones I told you about before, the Quill, the Granger, the U-line. That's how we're gonna do it. But of course we're using our profit from shirt 1, and you roll it and reinvest into your company. And that's the mistake a lot of people don't do. I mean, a lot of people make this mistake by making profit and then not reinvesting in their company. And the reinvestment in this case is, I have to let people know that the product is available, and luckily we have social media. So I can post this shirt up on all kind of different social media outlets, and it costs me just time, sweat equity. That's what you really want. In a business, if you can get sweat equity and make a profit without spending money, you're way, way ahead of the game. So this is how we're gonna start a t-shirt company for zero. Of course, with your help, whoever sees this video, if you like any of the merch that I'm showing down below, please purchase. Please get it. Because we're starting out with the Stop Struggling Now slogans, sayings, some of the things I say. There's some of the things I say that I've never even said on camera, which are about to come out as well. So this is all I'm trying to say in this video. Start your company from scratch for zero. And you could do this with multiple different businesses or services. So for instance, I have a lawnmower, let's say, or my neighbor has a lawnmower, landscaping. Number one thing to start. You can just put flyers out in people's yards or put them out on their doorstep, knock on doors and say, hey, your yard isn't looking up to par. How would you like somebody to come over here and mow it? And then you set the price. So now you're starting at profit from day one, and you can borrow a mower. It's these kind of things that you have to think about when you're sitting around in your cubicle, if you have a job, that you're sitting there going, well, I need to make extra money. There's ways. And it doesn't even take that much energy or effort. So that's what we're talking about today. So let's start this t-shirt company off right. And I shouldn't even say t-shirt company. It's gonna be merchandise company, because we're gonna have more than t-shirts. We're gonna have, of course, the jackets. Like I said before, I'll repeat, the hoodies. Gonna have tank tops. We're gonna have different variations so we cater to multiple clientele. That means even the children can have it, except for this first one. Might not want your kid to have this first one, trust me. But you do want your kid to be special. And you do want your children and everybody, friends, family, to know that they're special and that they can do anything that they put their mind to. And that includes you. Stop Struggling Now way. So that's my tip for the day. starting your merchandise company for free. As long as you have a partner, so to speak. As long as Grand Illusion says, hey Eric, here's a sample, I can start for free. You can start for free. Come on now, people. Some of us get lucky. Some of us actually know what we're doing. So please, like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And you know it's still hard out here. This is why if you can get into a business for $0 down and you're able to market it with all the different social media sites, and if somebody says, I love what you have, and they buy it, you're in profit from day one. And now you don't look back. You just keep going. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. Even if you post everything and you only get one sale, that's a start. And by the way, Grand Illusion's giving me no minimums. So even if only one of you or two of you like the shirt that's coming out, I'm still not at a loss because she's not going to make me order a dozen. So I'm just going to order on demand. How's that for getting yourself into business? That's right. You hear me? So nothing to do out here but keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.